Hi, my name is Susan from Unity Fitness and Yoga. Thank you for joining me today for our chair yoga practice. Today we will invoke the mythical bird, eagle, or Garuda. We'll have a little bit of a story time. I'll tell you through yoga mythology, the story of Garuda, the eagle. This practice will be a practice of strength, of flexibility, and of endurance. We'll begin with a mudra. Once we get the mudra set, I'll start in with story time, and then we'll do the rest of the practice. So begin with the hands facing you, right? Palms facing you. Pass the hands in front of one another so we can hook the thumbs. And then with the fingers outstretched like eagle wings, let them rest against the chest. Yeah, if it's comfortable, allow your eyes to softly close. Take a full deep breath in, like you're breathing into the wind beneath your wings. Yeah, you stay here with the eagle mudra, the hand gesture. And I will tell you the story of Garuda according to yoga mythology. So Garuda emerged from a huge egg, appearing as radiant as a million suns. Now, the other gods were frightened by his power, so they begged him to reduce himself in size and energy. One day, Garuda's mother, Vinata, evidently she had a little bit of a gambling problem, lost a bet with the snakes and was held captive as a slave in the underground serpent city of Patala. The serpents declared that they would not release Vinata unless Garuda brought them a cup of amrita, which is the nectar of immortality, from its place high atop a celestial mountain. Now, to get the nectar, Garuda would have to pass through 3 deadly obstacles. The first obstacle was a ring of fire. Garuda quickly gulped up water from a few rivers nearby and extinguished the fire, flying through it easily. The second obstacle was a circular door with a spiked metal ring that spun in its frame. Using his mystical powers, Garuda made himself very small and slipped right through. Finally, Garuda reached the third obstacle, 2 venomous serpents. Garuda created a cloud of dust by wildly flapping his wings, which blinded the snakes. And then he killed them with his powerful beak. At last, Garuda was able to deliver this nectar of immortality to the snakes in the city of Patala in order to free his mother. But just as the serpents were about to consume the Amrita, the chief demigod Indra and other gods arrived to reclaim the stolen nectar. The serpents quickly licked a few drops of the Amrita, which was so powerful that it split their tongues in 2. Which is why, as the legend goes, snakes have the bifurcated tongue. The serpents did, though, held their part of the bargain and released Garuda's mother, but only after she promised her son that she would never make such dangerous bets in the future. The mudra, again, represents our ability to soar and rise above whatever our current circumstances are and however heavy they may feel. It allows us to rise to heights that are only available when we have that bird's eye view. Please continue to hold the mudra, and we'll begin our practice today. And with eyes blinked open, we'll take an inhale. Feel the wind beneath your wings. As you exhale, release the hands from the chest. Palms come together, rotating the hands so they come forward. Notice palms together, and then arms reach up overhead like a snake charmer. So we're doing a little dance, a little play today. Good. Snake charmer. Right hand's going to release. Cross over to attach to the outside of the left leg. Left arm is going to reach up and back behind you, and then circle the wrist like a flamenco dancer. Cross the arm over, so now left arm is in front of the right. As you inhale, lift the chest beneath or between the arms, right, like a cow pose. As you exhale, round the back like a cat. Inhale, lifting up. Keep the arms crossed, so elbows are crossed. Now you've got options here. You could take hands to shoulders, you could take backs of the hands or palms together. For our eagle pose, begin with the elbows on the chest and then lift them up. Good. Exhale, open the arms wide, lower the arms down, cross the thumbs again, return to the mudra. Inhale, lift the chest. Now we'll do this on the opposite side. As you exhale, the left arm crosses over, the right one reaches up and back. Flamenco dancer. Oh, wait, I forgot something. Live, right? Come back to here. I forgot our snake charmer. Back to the wind beneath the wings. So thumbs are crossed. Take a big inhale. Good. As you exhale, arms reach forward, palms together, arms up overhead like our snake charmer. Left arm is going to cross over, right arm back behind. Circle the wrists, flamenco dancer. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, cow pose, slight arch in the spine as you lift the chest between the arms. As you exhale, round the back like a cat. Inhale, arms come up. Remember your options for cross, shoulders, backs, or palms together. Start with the elbows in and then lift them up. Open your arms wide like eagle wings. Lower the arms down and return to the mudra. Let's do a couple more times now that we've kind of got the hang of it on each side, right? So we inhale, exhale, palms come together, arms reach forward, kind of twisting the arms, take them up overhead, snake charmer. Yeah, circle the hips. And then we cross the right arm over, left goes behind, circle the wrists like a flamenco dancer. Cross the left arm in front of the right. Inhale, arch the spine, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back like a cat. Inhale, arms reach up. Find your eagle arm posture with the arms crossed. Lift the elbows up off of the chest. Open the arms wide like eagle wings, and then return to the mudra. Thumbs hook, palms on the chest. Good. Inhale, stretch the arms forward and up. Circle around. Changing directions now. Right arm crosses over, left arm behind. Circle the wrists. Cross the arm. Inhale, arch the spine, lift. Exhale, round like a cat. Inhale, cross the arms. Start with the elbows down and then lift them up. Open the arms wide like eagle wings and lower the hands all the way down. Beautiful. That was a lot of fun. We're going to revisit that little mudra gesture dance, right, in another posture later. Let's move on to some other things, though. We'll be doing a few postures to further open the hips. I hope you enjoy the rest of this practice. Yeah. We'll do some seated sun salutations here. Let's take an inhale, stretch the arms out and up. Good. Exhale, arms out wide like that eagle. Reach the heart forward as you come all the way down. Support the hands wherever is appropriate for you, on the thighs, or they can come all the way to the floor. On inhale, look forward and reverse it. Come up to a point where it feels like you have a nice flat back. Stretch those arms back out nice and wide. Reach up tall. As you exhale, we'll hug the right knee into the chest. Let's rotate that ankle a couple of times. Beautiful. Let's rotate the hip too, a couple of times on this first round. Keeping the right foot lifted. We'll take the right ankle over the left knee. Inhale up tall. Exhale, you might reach that heart forward. Good. Inhale back up tall. Let's cross the legs a little bit farther. Thighs cross. So you could have the calves next to one another. You could even tuck the right toes behind the left calf. All right? Either or. Good. Nice stretch to the outer hip. You can even fold forward. So this is a little preparation for what's to come. So when we had our arms wrapped, that was the arm variation of eagle pose. This is the leg part of eagle. And once we work through the practice, we'll add them all together. Now let's uncross the leg. Take your right leg, extend it out in front of you, flex the foot, hands on the opposite thigh for support. Let's give the back of the right leg a little stretch. You might lengthen your spine forward. Good. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Let's do that whole sequence on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, big reach. Exhale, arms out wide, lead with the heart. Forward bend all the way down. Support the hands wherever is appropriate for you. Release the head weight. Inhale, reverse it. You look forward first until you find that flat back. Sweep the arms out wide, reach up, and then left knee comes in. Let's rotate the ankle a couple of times, both directions. Point and flex. Ooh, I got a couple of cracks and pops out of my ankle today. And then we're going to keep the ankle in a flexed position as we cross the left ankle over the right knee, getting the outer hip. Lengthen the spine. Perhaps you hinge forward. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Let's cross the legs a little more deeply. Remember, you can tuck the toes behind if it's available, but it's not necessary. I would like you to really squeeze the legs together here, though, perhaps adding the forward bend. Let's inhale, bring yourself all the way up, uncross the legs, take the left leg and extend it out in front of you, heel to the floor, hands to the opposite thigh for support, and hinge forward. Nice stretch to the back of the leg. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up and plant that foot back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, arms wide, forward bend all the way down. Support the hands wherever is appropriate, please. Inhale, look forward, reverse it. Arms wide as you press into the feet and the seat. And then we bring the right knee in, give it a squeeze, cross ankle over the knee, lengthen the spine, and forward bend. Inhale up tall, cross the legs more deeply. Remember, maybe we can tuck those toes behind. Let's add a twist this round. So twisting to your right. Untwist, uncross, extend the right leg out in front of you, hands to the thigh and hinge forward. Good. Inhale all the way up. Left side, inhale up. Exhale, reach the heart forward as you come down. Inhale, reverse that. Look forward, arms wide, reach up. Left knee comes in. Ankle over the knee. Hinge forward. Inhale up tall, cross the thighs more deeply. Let's take the twist to the left. Inhale, untwist, uncross, leg goes out front, hinge forward, stretch the back of the leg. Beautiful. Back up tall. Let's do it exactly like that one more time on each side. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, arms wide, lead with the heart all the way down, forward bend. Inhale, reverse it. Look first and then all the way up. The right knee comes in. We'll take the cross first. for our pigeon pose. And forward. Good. Eagle legs. Cross those legs farther. Maybe tuck the toes. Take the twist around to look behind you to the right. Untwist, uncross. Extend the right leg forward as you hinge forward. Inhale back up. Right foot next to the left. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, wide and down. Inhale, reverse it. Left knee in. Ankle over the knee. Good. Pigeon on the left. Stretching outer hip. Up tall. Cross the thighs. Tuck those toes if it's available. And twist around to your left. Inhale, untwist, uncross. Extend the leg. And hinge forward. Beautiful. Bring yourself all the way up. Let's take a turn in your chair to your right. So remember that little mudra dance that we did at the beginning? We'll revisit that in a lunge posture. So we'll turn in the chair to the right. So that right foot is grounded, right? We want to stay grounded through the legs. And let's have the left toes curled under so the left knee is pointing down. So we're getting a nice stretch across the top of the thigh here. I'd like you to really press those toes down on the back foot and press the sole of the foot down on the front foot. We're up nice and tall. The abdominals are engaged, so we're lifting the low belly. Remember that mudra, thumbs hook, hands on the chest. Good, we're gonna do that whole little dancey thing here, all right? We'll take an inhale. Good, as you exhale, palms together, arms reach out, and then we go up. Circle for a snake charmer. All right, the left arm crosses over, the right arm goes back behind, flamenco dancer. Cross the arm over. So now I've got the left hand on the right side of the leg and the right one on the left side, right? Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, find your eagle arms. So we're going to cross the arms, hands to the shoulders or backs or palms together. Start with the elbows down and then lift them up. And then open the arms wide and lower them down. Good. Let's release that and come all the way back around to the front. Let's go the other way. Let's try it that way. Maybe we'll come back and do it one more time each direction. But let's go to the left first. So set yourself up for your lunge. Toes curled under, getting some stretch across the front of the thigh. Make sure the legs are grounded and stable. Find your mudra. Your eagle wings. Take a full deep breath here. Good. Exhale, arms forward and up. A little snake charmer. Right arm crosses over, left goes back. A little flamenco dancer. And then we cross the left arm over. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, find your eagle arms, eagle arm variation, elbows down, and then lift. And then open the arms wide and return to neutral. Come back to center. I like that little lunge variation, so indulge me. Let's do it one more time each side, okay? And we'll put it all together very soon. All right, so turning to the right, right foot down, left toes curled under. Find your mudra. Wind beneath your wings. Open those eagle wings. Take a full deep breath in. Good. Exhale, arms forward and up. Take a little snake charmer dance. Cross the arm over. Right arm goes back. Circle the wrist. Cross the right arm in front of the left. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round. Find your eagle arm variation. Lift those elbows up off of the chest. And then open the arms wide, lower them down, come back forward as you make your way to the other side. Good, set up the legs first. Mudra with the hands. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale, palms together, circle those arms up. A little snake charmer dance. And then release, cross the right one over, left one reaches back. Circle the wrist. Cross the arm over. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Find your eagle arms, lift the elbows up off the chest. And then open the arms wide as you lower down and return to neutral. Yeah, that was fun. But let's come on up to stand for just a moment. We'll stay right in front of the chair. Bring your heels underneath your knees. Just do a little bit more to warm up the legs here. Now, I will be standing in front of the chair. You could also, if you like to have a little extra balance support, you could do this behind the chair with fingertips on it, or even holding onto a wall if you have something handy, okay? So what we'll be doing is we'll just take a few squats or chair pose. Right? So standing up tall, sending your butt back, and then bending the knees. Like you're gonna sit down in the chair, and then you decide, nah, I don't wanna do that. And we're gonna pretend to sit down in the chair, keep the weight back in your heels, and then, nah, I don't wanna do that. So remember, you could be behind the chair or in front, it doesn't really matter. Let's do 5 more, shall we? Yeah, I know you can. Inhale, exhale, squat. Yeah, using those legs, and bring yourself up. That was 5 and 4. Now, when you're doing the squatting, make sure that we're not doing this kind of thing, right? We don't want the knees to go forward and our bottom to tuck under. We want to take the butt to go back first, and then the knees bend secondary. Yeah, that's 3. Get 2 more. 2 and 1. Good. I'm going to stay standing behind the chair now. So if you're in front of the chair, go ahead and bring yourself up to stand and come back behind your chair as well. We'll take a lunge pose into pyramid. We'll keep the right foot facing forward. Take your left leg and step it back. So we did the kneeling lunge a moment ago on the chair with our little snake charmer dance and all that, right? Right foot forward, left foot back. So we're going to stay on the toe so that both of our hips stay facing forward. You can bend that back knee a little bit if necessary. And we'll stay right here, up tall. Strengthening into the legs. We're pressing back into the right heel, lifting the low belly. Either stay here with fingertips on the chair. You want to play with your balance, you can take one or both fingertips off, maybe reach the arms up. One more big breath in here. And as you exhale, if you've lifted the arms, bring them back down. Now straighten the front leg and hinge forward over the front leg. Right? So this is a lot like that stretch we did seated in the chair with the leg extended out, just getting a nice stretch to the back of the leg. Good, let's inhale, return to the lunge, rebend the front knee, bring yourself upright. Decide maybe one or both arms go up. And then take our pyramid pose, extend the front leg and hinge forward, get that nice stretch in the back of the front leg. Good, inhale, rebend the front knee, bring yourself upright and step forward. We'll take that to the other side. Left foot forward, right leg back. Got the lunge first. So the left knee is bent. Keep that knee over the ankle. So we're nice and supported and grounded. Pressing back into the heel. Find your stability here. Right, so you might even be thinking about the postures, the challenges we're going through today, like Garuda, the challenges he went through in order to rescue his mother from the serpents. Maybe, just maybe, the arms reach up. And then the hands come back down. If you've lifted them, extend the front leg and hinge forward. Let's repeat that. Rebend the knee. Reset for your lunge. Either stay here or try lifting one or both arms up as you hold the lunge. Beautiful. Exhale, hands will come back down. Re-extend the front leg and fold forward. All the way up, return, and step the back foot up. Good, shake the legs. And we'll stay behind the chair. And you could also come seated in the chair. We're gonna do just the eagle legs again. So I'll show you a standing variation, but again, feel free to sit down and just cross the thighs and do it as we did a moment ago. But if you're standing behind the chair, let's bring yourself into a little squat, right? Doesn't have to be a deep squat, but make sure that your weight's going back into the hips, right? The more that you bend the legs, the easier this will be for you. Now I'll pick up the left leg, cross it over, and I'm going to keep those toes on the ground so I have a little bit of extra balance, but you are welcome to tuck the toes behind, just as I offered while we were seated in the chair. So I'm going to continue to squeeze the legs together and sit down. Yeah, just like we're sitting down in that chair, and then, nah, I don't want to, and then uncross the legs. Yeah, let's try that on the other side. Right. Take a little seat, pick up the right leg, cross it over the left, decide if you want to tuck the toes or keep those toes on the ground, squeeze the legs together, and then sit yourself back. Good. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up, uncross. Let's do just the legs while we're standing here one more time. And then we'll put it all together, but we'll do that seated in the chair. All right, standing tall. Take your little bit of a squat. Left leg crosses over, toes on the ground or tucked behind. Squeeze everything in. We'll hold this one for just a tiny bit longer. If you'd like to play with your balance, maybe take fingertips off the chair. Keep squeezing everything in, and then inhale, come all the way up, uncross, shake the legs. One more time. I know they're getting tired, but you can do this. All right, find your little chair. Cross the legs. Squeeze everything in, stay here and breathe. Maybe play with the balance a bit. And then bring yourself all the way up. Whew. Shake those legs out. All right, let's come back to sitting in the chair, please. Good. Now, we're going to put this all together and do full eagle pose. So it's often told that the postures in yoga are named after things that the ancient yogis saw in nature or in their lives. And at the outset, this posture, eagle, to me, it doesn't look a whole lot like an eagle. But if you go back to the story about how Garuda had to make himself very small, right? He tucked everything in. That's, I think, where this asana truly gets its name. So you are more than welcome as well to try this posture standing. You'll cross the legs and do the arms at the same time. But I'm going to show it today seated. And let's start by crossing the right leg over the left. So crossing the thighs and then squeezing the thighs, squeezing the calves together. Option to tuck the toes behind. So we've got this and we're going to keep squeezing, making everything really, really small. Now we'll add the arms onto this. So now we have the right arm, or excuse me, the right leg on top. Take your arms out wide, spread those eagle wings wide. Let's cross our arms in front of the chest so that the right arm goes under, the left one goes on top. And then find your hand placement. Hands can go back behind the shoulders, backs, or palms together, doesn't matter. We start with the elbows down, squeezing everything in, and then lift the elbows up. Shoulders stay down. Everything is squeezing. Legs are squeezing. Arms are squeezing. We're breathing. Remembering our practice today was about strength, flexibility, and endurance, as well as our innate ability to rise above whatever circumstances, however heavy they may be in our life, to rise above it and overcome, to soar like an eagle. Let's take one more breath here. And then inhale, release everything, open the arms out wide, right? Like Garuda making himself really big again. Big and bright, and then return back to the center. Let's take that on the other side. Left leg is going to cross on top. Get the legs crossed, tuck the toes if appropriate, squeeze everything in. So we have the left leg on top, so the left arm will go under. Spread your wings wide first. Left arm goes under the right. Decide how you'll cross the arms. The elbows start close, and then we inhale, lift the elbows up off of the chest. Squeeze everything in, stay here, and take a couple of deep breaths. As you're breathing here, you might even visualize yourself in whatever challenges you have in your life right now. Visualize yourself rising above and overcoming. Let's inhale it, open up wide, and lower everything back down. Let those hands rest on your thighs or in your lap as you sit tall. And let's softly close the eyes. As the eyes close, your awareness tunes in. And as you're tuning in, can you tune in and notice the effects of our practice today? Right? You've overcome the physical challenges of this practice. Came, you saw, you conquered. Well done. Let's notice the effects on the body, on the mind. Let's close our practice by taking Anjali Mudra, palm against palm, thumbs resting outside the heart as you bow chin to your chest. Just bowing in for a moment of gratitude. Gratitude to yourself for taking this really valuable time for you today. And as always, I thank you so much for sharing your practice today. And I really hope you enjoyed this fun story time eagle practice today. Namaste.